Hey everyone, today I am back with another 2021 planner review. So I recently did one for the Emily Ley 2021 planner, as well as showed some options for things you can find at Michaels by Recollections and the Happy Planner. So today I want to show you the 2021 Moleskine Planner, and I'm really excited to take a look. Upon first impression, I really like it, and you can get them online at the Moleskine website, or this one in particular I got at Target. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So here it is. Like I said, I bought it off the shelf at Target, and I have been buying Moleskine, the mini notebooks, for my husband for about, I don't know, like probably a decade. It's the mini 3-pack of the notebooks, and he just carries them around in his back pocket. So I know that they're really good quality and they hold up really well. And I didn't really even know that Moleskine made planners until recently because my sister just got one. So anyway, this is gonna be a true unboxing because I haven't opened this yet. Like, it's still in the plastic. So like I said, they have lots of options online, and I do believe online you can even personalize it. But I got this off Target, or on Target, off the shelf. It was $24.99, and this is 7.5 inches by 9 3/4 inches. So I honestly am really interested in this size because I think it's like a little bit bigger than a medium, but smaller than a large size planner. And I think that's cool because if you're like a medium planner person, you like need enough space to write, but you need it to fit in your backpack, your bag, whatever. This is perfect because it is so thin. Like, look at that, it is so thin, but it's big enough to write in. It's just, so far, this is like the best size planner I've seen. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, so it came in this thing, and then plastic, so it's really well sealed. So I'm gonna just open it up. And it says on the front here that it is a 2021 weekly notebook diary / planner. So it's got this little stretchy thing on there, so that's nice. It keeps everything shut, and the cover is really nice. It's got a nice, just plain black. I know they have different color options, but I really like that. And when you open it up, here, I'm gonna move this little flap out of the way. When you open it up, it's just very simple on the inside. It says, in case of loss, please return to, and you can have a little reward if you want to include that as well. So I really like that. Again, I just can't emphasize enough what a nice size this is. So the other thing that I personally really love in planners is that there's plenty of notes pages. I hate when it's all like weekly or monthly and there's no notes pages, because sometimes I need places to write information or make lists or anything, and I hate when there's not enough space. So when you first open it, it's this just like a plain empty page, and I just really like that. Who knows what I'm gonna put here? The possibilities are endless, but I like to have options. And I flipped the page, and there are areas for your personal information, your addresses, your social media accounts, your family doctor, your telephone number. Okay, this is hilarious. Okay, I need to tell a side note, very quick side note. My husband doesn't know his blood type. And in here, there's a spot for a family doctor, blood group, allergies, and emergency contact. So he's always like, why would I need to know my blood type? And I'm like, well, because you need to put it in your planner, apparently. But anyway, it has a lot of information in the front. I probably wouldn't fill all that out, to be perfectly honest. I'd probably just put my name and my phone number in case it got lost. But there's a lot of space in here if you want to enter your personal information.
You should ask how many people know their freaking blood type.
Zach also wants to know how many people know their blood type. I think most people do. So you have to let me know. Anyway, moving along. All right, so they have a perpetual calendar on the next page. And I like that. 2021, 2022 looks good. Just always nice to have that for if you're planning the following year for weddings, birthdays, vacations, anniversaries, just anything at all. It's nice to have that. Now, here are the 2021 monthly pages. So it looks like here we've got January and February. So instead of, I'm used to personally having January cover all of one page. Now this has January here, February here, which means that the boxes are smaller. It comes with the weeks, but I will say upon first glance, I don't love this. One, these boxes are really tiny, not huge. Like, I can't really fit a ton in there. And also, unless they're on the weekly pages, which I will check in a moment and let you know, they don't have holidays on here. So like I'm looking at January and I don't see anything. February, nothing. So I don't love that, but not a deal breaker. Actually, maybe a deal breaker, we'll see. But so far, that's the only thing that I dislike about this planner, but maybe that's not a big deal for you. So that's what the monthly pages look like. One thing that's cool is that on the monthly, it does tell you at the beginning what week it is. So the first week of August is week 31 of the year. So if you want to know that, that's interesting. One other important thing to note is that, and this is very unusual in terms of what I have seen in most planners, this planner starts on a Monday, which might be a deal breaker for you, depending on your week, your job, your schedule, things like that. So just note that the monthly starts on a Monday. All right, so that was the monthly overview. The next page is a global holiday page, and I do like that they share different holidays throughout the world. I'm just a little confused on how to read this, to be perfectly honest with you. And also I will say I prefer to have the holidays on the actual monthly spread, not sort of on their own. So I don't love that, but just a little note. And then there is a time zone map, which is cool. That's like a little fun fact about me. I love time zones and maps, so this is pretty cool. Not that I would probably use this, but it is neat to have it, just because if you look at it up close, for example, in the United States, it shows you on a map the time zones, but it's not specific enough. So for example, I know that Florida and Tennessee and a couple other states are split with time zones, but this isn't specific enough. So would I use this? Probably not, just because I would Google that, like what time is it in Nashville? You know what I mean? So just a little something to think about. They also have a lot of extras. For example, next page has measures and conversion. So, you know, length, area, weight, capacity, temperature, you know, Fahrenheit and Celsius, things like that. And this is really interesting. International sizes, like what size shirt, blouse I would wear in Great Britain. Okay. Again, probably something I would Google, but it's in here. Dialing codes is on the next page. So if I want to call another country, I have that list. Again, something I probably Google, but it's fine. And then there's a little spot for travel planning. And then there are just some dot grids on the next page that say my extraordinary moments this year, which is nice, you know, some extras, and there's some blank space. And I really do like this one. This is again another map, my inspiring journeys. Join the dots, color, and use stickers to create a map of your unique mind, which is cool if you want to make maybe a little map, a vision board of sorts in your planner of places you want to travel. So that's pretty cool. So here we go. Moving along, we have our weekly. Now I will tell you something. I love this layout for the weekly, and I'll tell you why. I don't love weekly spreads where it's just the weekly and there's no note room, because what if you have a task or a list or a note or something that doesn't belong on a day? Like for example, maybe you need to do a homework assignment or do laundry, or you have an appointment on Tuesday and it fits perfectly in the Tuesday box. But what happens if you're trying to list all of your coworkers that you want to get a holiday gift for, and you want to list in your planner, but you don't put that on a Tuesday? Like, where does that go? So what I love is planners like these where one half is the weekly layout and the other half is a notebook layout. So this is perfect. I love this. This is probably my favorite weekly layout of all. So if you take a look, you get just that. You get the Monday through Sunday on one side and you get the weekly on the other side. Now I will say, if you have a non-traditional schedule, for example, you don't work Monday to Friday, note that Saturday and Sunday is a smaller box size, which that is one of my planner pet peeves. I don't like that because a lot of people work non-traditional schedules. And so you want Saturday and Sunday often to be the same size as the rest of the days. So just note that if that's, again, a deal breaker for you. But overall, I really love this, and it's, like I said, the perfect size. So there's so much you can do on this notes page. So definitely love the weekly layout here. Another thing that I tend to like with planners like these are tabs, so that, you know, it's June and I'm not like, wait, where am I? You know, I like that it's easy to open, and that doesn't have that. So that's one downfall. I will say that one thing I prefer is the monthly and then week, monthly, week, and this has all of the monthly calendars at the beginning and then the weeks after. So that's not my favorite, not a deal breaker for me personally, but that's not what I prefer. So anyway, at the end of the weeks, there are 3 or 4 notes pages, which is really nice. I prefer a notebook or a planner with like 20 at the end because I like to have a a notebook in the back where I can keep all of my notes and thoughts and ideas and goals and whatever. But you know, a couple pages in the back isn't bad. So then I get to the very back and there is a little pocket folder with lots of fun goodies. So let's take a look at those. I really love planners with folders, and I'll tell you why. Sometimes you have stuff that goes in a folder, right? And you don't want it to fall out in your purse. Maybe it's a bill, a note, something important, a little card where you just went to the dentist and they wrote your appointment down and you don't want to forget, and they're going to email you, but just in case, blah, blah, blah. You want to make sure you have your little note card, and I just like the little folder in the back. And I think that it's a perfect size folder. I think you could probably fold a paper in half and fit it in there. So again, great size. We've got some cute little stickers. Now these stickers right here aren't necessarily my style. I'm more of like the Happy Planner floral sticker, but these are still fun. And if you're new to planning, having any type of stickers might be fun to just give it a shot. And lastly, they have in several different languages a little history and information about the Moleskine brand, which I think is pretty cool. Moleskine is a brand that identifies a family of nomadic objects, notebooks, diaries, bags, tools for writing and reading, designed for modern people on the go, flexible and brilliantly simple tools for use in both everyday and extraordinary circumstances, ultimately becoming an integral part of our personality. That's cool. I think that says what a planner does. And then it goes on to tell a little bit about the history of the company and everything like that. So that's a cool little fun find for you. And that's it. That's the end of it. All right, so one last thing I forgot to mention is this. It is one of those little stringy pieces that acts as a bookmark, which is good because I mentioned before that I don't like when there aren't tabs. So this is helpful, kind of solves that problem. I still prefer the tabs, but that's a nice way to just put that in the week that you're in so you can open it up easily. And in case I didn't mention this already, there is this little rubber band piece on there so it keeps everything closed. So there you have it, the Moleskine Planner. You'll have to let me know if this is what you're picking this year. As for me, I don't really know. I'm still kind of up in the air. There are a few more planners that I want to check out. So if I find anything good, I'll let you know. I really, really love the weekly layout. Like this is my favorite weekly layout I've seen, but the monthly might be a deal breaker because I just need more than like tiny little boxes like that big. So I just don't know if that's gonna work for me, so we'll see. But if I find anything else, like I said, I'll let you know. If you decide to go for this planner, let me know in the comments below, and I hope this was useful if you're still looking for your planner for next year. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.